Don't listen to this alone in the dark. Don't look outside your window if you hear something moving out there at night. If you ignore that and check anyway, leave your story in the comments before it finishes with you. Tonight's story, if you hear something outside, don't look, starts now. I was already in bed when I heard it. Just a single light tap against the glass, like something small brushing the window. And I remember thinking it was probably a branch, even though there aren't any trees close enough to reach that side of the house. So I stayed still for a second, listening, waiting for it to happen again. And when it didn't, I almost let it go until another sound came. Slower this time, like something dragging lightly across the glass from one side to the other. It's nothing, just the wind or something. I said it out loud just to break the silence, but it didn't help, because the sound came again immediately after, longer, deliberate, like whatever was outside knew exactly where the window was and was tracing it. I pushed myself up and looked at the clock, just past midnight, and the room felt too quiet, like everything inside had stopped, while something outside was still moving. And I kept staring at the window without getting up, trying to see anything through the curtain, but it was too dark, just a flat black shape where the glass should be. I'm not getting up. I'm not checking that. The dragging stopped. Not faded. Stopped, like it heard me. I sat there holding my breath, staring at the curtain, and then I heard a soft shift outside. Something stepping closer. Not loud, but heavy enough that I felt it more than heard it. Like the ground right outside my wall had weight on it. Okay, it's probably someone messing around. That didn't make sense either. No one comes back here. There's nothing behind the house but a narrow strip of yard and the fence. Then something tapped the glass again. Not random this time. 3 slow taps. Even. Controlled. No, don't look. I said it like a rule, like if I followed it, whatever was outside would leave. The taps came again, same pattern, same spacing, like it was waiting for a response. I stayed frozen, eyes locked on the curtain, and then I saw it move. Not outside, the curtain. It pushed inward just slightly, like something on the other side had leaned against the glass hard enough to press the fabric. I felt my chest tighten instantly. There was something right there, close enough to touch the window. There's someone out there. I slid my legs off the bed without taking my eyes off it, moving slow, trying not to make noise, because now it felt like if I did anything sudden, it would react, and I didn't know how. The curtain shifted again, a little more this time, and I could see a shape behind it. Not clear, just a darker mass against the black. Too tall. It didn't match the window. It was higher than it should be. I should have stayed where I was. I know that now. But I stepped closer. Just one step. Then another. I just need to see who it is. My hand reached out and grabbed the edge of the curtain, and for a second I stopped, because the tapping started again the moment I touched it. Faster now, right where my hand was, right where it knew I was. I should have let go. I didn't. I pulled the curtain back. It was standing right there, pressed against the glass. Its face was too close, too flat against the window, like it had been leaning there the whole time, and its skin looked wrong, stretched tight and pale, not like a person, and its eyes were open but not focused on anything until the moment the curtain moved. Then they locked onto me, completely still, completely aware. What are you? It didn't blink. It didn't move. It just stared, and then slowly, its mouth opened, too wide. Not like it was trying to speak, like it was showing something. Inside was just darkness. No teeth, No tongue. Just a deep black space where there should have been something. No. No, no. I stepped back immediately, pulling the curtain closed again, heart racing so hard I could feel it in my throat. And for a second there was nothing, no sound, no movement, just silence on the other side of the glass. Then the tapping came back, harder now, faster, not controlled anymore. Stop! It didn't stop. The taps turned into strikes, sharp impacts against the window, over and over in the same spot, like it was trying to break through. And I backed away toward the door, not taking my eyes off the curtain as it jerked slightly with each hit. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I reached for the handle and pulled the door open, stepping into the hallway. But the moment I did, the sound outside stopped completely. Instant. Like it had switched off. I froze in the doorway, half in the hall, half in the room, listening. Nothing. No tapping. No movement. Just silence again. Too clean. It stopped. I waited a second, then another, and slowly I turned my head back toward the window. The curtain wasn't moving anymore. No shape behind it. Nothing pressing against the glass. I stepped back into the room. Just a little. Maybe it's gone. I shouldn't have said that, because something moved. Not outside. Inside. Right next to the window. The curtain didn't shift outward this time. It lifted slightly from the bottom, like something behind it, inside the room, had just moved. My chest locked up. No. The fabric rose just enough for me to see underneath it. Two long, pale fingers curled around the edge from the inside. They tightened slowly, pulling the curtain inward, toward the room. That's not possible. I stumbled back, hitting the wall, and the curtain jerked open from the inside. It was already there, standing between the window and my bed. Closer than before, taller than before. Its body didn't match the space, like it had forced itself into it. Limbs too long, shoulders wrong, head tilted slightly as it looked down at me. Those same empty, open eyes locked on mine. That same wide black mouth slowly opening again. How did you get in? How did you get in? It didn't answer. It took one step forward. I felt the floor shift under the weight. Another step. Closer. Stay back! It didn't stop. Its arm lifted, too long, fingers stretching toward me, joints bending in ways that didn't look right. And I turned and ran for the hallway, but something hit the door before I could reach it. It slammed shut, hard. The handle twisted on its own, locked. I grabbed it, yanked it, but it wouldn't move. Open! Open! Behind me, I heard it move again. Closer. A slow step, then another. The sound came from right behind me, not loud, but close enough that I felt the vibration in my back. I turned. It was right there, close enough to touch, its face inches from mine. That black mouth open wider now, stretching further than it should, and I could see deeper into it, like it wasn't just a mouth, like it kept going, like it didn't end. Don't. Its hand reached up and pressed against my chest, not pushing, just resting there for a second, like it was feeling my heartbeat. Then it tightened. I couldn't move. Not my arms. Not my legs. Nothing. Please. It leaned closer, its face almost touching mine, and I could hear something inside that open mouth. Not a voice, just a hollow sound, like air moving through something empty. Everything went still, and then it pulled me forward, straight into that darkness. If you're listening to this, you probably didn't realize how close your window is to where you're sitting right now, and something might already be standing on the other side of it. If you have a horror story of your own, please feel free to drop it in the comment section. You never know, the next story could be yours. Subscribe to The Vault so you don't miss what comes next.